Arjuna in different levels. He said, you have desires. At least to fulfill your desires, you should fight. So work for results. Then he said, no, give up. Give up the thought of results. Just work as a duty. You are a Kshatriya, you should work according to your nature. Basically, Krishna wants to bring Arjuna to the point of surrender, complete surrender. Working in Krishna consciousness, working in transcendental consciousness. There is a great difference between working for myself, working for Krishna. Generally, people have this mentality that everything is for me. I will work as per my plan. I will work for my results, my needs, my plans, my opinions, my views. But in Krishna consciousness, in spiritual life, we slowly and gradually encourage candidates to work for the pleasure of Krishna. Everything for Krishna, nothing for me. Anything for Krishna. Anything for Krishna literally means anything for Krishna. Such a wonderful example comes in the Srimad Bhagavatam about the father of Krishna, Vasudeva. Vasudeva was ready to do anything for Krishna. Whatever Krishna said, he wants to do it. Right at the birth, right in the jail. See, this Vasudeva, he promised Kamsa, okay, don't kill your sister now. Anyway, she is not the cause of your death. Very nicely, intelligently convinced Kamsa. Don't kill your sister. She is not the cause of your death. Her children's will become the cause of your death. So don't worry. As soon as I get a birth, I get a children's, I bring them, give it to you. And Vasudeva is a very truthful person. Kamsa accepted it. Yes, he is a very truthful, honest person. If he says anything, he will stand on his words. Yes, Vasudeva stood on his words. Satya Acharana. Satya Acharana. He followed on his words. When he got his first baby, he gave to Kamsa. Kamsa, he became compassionated. No, not needed. It's not required now. Take back. Because I heard it's Ashtama Garbha, right? It is not a first Garbha. Ashtama Garbha. Let me see Ashtama Garbha. He got compassionated. But demons' compassion should not be believed, should not be trusted. There are some people, they change their mood. Compassionate, passionate. Okay, you take this. No, I want it. Same thing. That is people mentality nowadays, very prominent. So Kamsa, as soon as he gave back, immediately he thought, of course, Narada Muni came and gave an impetus. Then immediately he brought the son and killed him in front of Vasudeva. But when he got Ashtama Santana, he never gave. He never gave. When he got a Krishna, he never gave. And Krishna promised, means Krishna's birth itself made Vasudeva more confident that he can do it. Up to now, so many people, 6 members, they just took birth and died in the hands of Kamsa. But this guy, he is not going to die like that. He is going to kill others, not going to die. But so Vasudeva got a confidence in Krishna. And Krishna said, my dear father, now you shift me from this Mathura to Gokul. Accepting the orders of Krishna, the baby boy Krishna, Vasudeva carried Krishna in the basket, went to Gokul. In the middle of the night, first of all, whatever the name, fame he has, Vasudev, he had a great name, fame, that he was a Satya Acharana, very moral person, trustworthy person, honesty person. He broke his words. He never gave the head children to Kamsa. On the top, in the mid of the night, he secretly transferring the child from Madura to Gokul. After entering there in the Gokul, in the mid of the night, without anyone's awareness, he just exchanged the children's. Can you imagine exchanging the children's at that point of time? Very difficult. And that too entering into the Garbha house of the Garbhini Sri. It's very, very, that also he is an elderly person. Going into the mother's Yashoda's chambers, inner chambers, in the mid of the night, changing the children's. People will criticize him. People will tell what Vasudeva has done. But he was ready to do anything for Krishna. Anything. Literally means anything for Krishna. But Yudhishthira Maharaj, he was asked, hey, tell a lie. Tell a lie in front of Dronacharya. Because we don't have any other option to kill Dronacharya. Just tell a lie. Ashwattama ataha kunjaraha. But Yudhishthira said, no, I don't want to. Because he was also known as Ajatashatru. Vasudeva was known as Anaka Dundibi. Here, Yudhishthira was known as Ajatashatru. He was also very morally strict. But he said, no, Krishna, I will not do it. No, I will not. Why I have to tell a lie? Then of course, afterwards he got convinced. He said a lie. So, devotees, pure devotees of the Lord, they are ready to do anything for Krishna. Even risking their own lives. They are ready to do anything for Krishna. Another popular example comes, gopis. They are ready to sacrifice their life for Krishna. This is a transcendental consciousness. Material consciousness means working for results or maximum working as a duty. But Prabhupada explains very nicely, when somebody surrenders himself to Krishna, there is no obligation in this material world to perform. See, we are all obliged. Yes, we are all obliged to perform our activities. We are supposed to serve our parents. We are supposed to serve our ancestors, Pitru Devatas. Shraddha, every year we need to offer a Shraddha, Shnu Prasad to them. Every time, every day we must wake up, take care of, we should take bath early morning. There are so many rules and regulations we must perform. Not kill animals, not kill birds, we must feed them. We should serve society, we should serve nation. As we have taken up the citizenship of the country, we have to contribute something back in the terms of taxes, something like that, to the country. So there are so many obligations we are bounded by. So many obligations. We must respect elders. We must protect our people, like father, mother. We should do our studies, get some job, earn money, maintain our family, etc., etc., etc. So many obligations. Our whole life is bounded by obligations. These are called Runanubandha. Remember this. These are called Runanubandha. All these relationships, all these obligations, we got just because of our past life relationships, past life connections. Your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your daughter, your son, your husband, your wife, all these relationships are all known as Runanubandha. They are just blood relationships or bodily relationships. They are coming because of bodily connections. And these relationships are temporary. But we are obliged to serve them. Mother has given a birth to us. She fed us, she has given a milk to us, food to us from birth. So we are supposed to serve her. Father is maintaining us. He is maintaining us. We must reciprocate back. We should serve back, contribute back something to father. Like that, we must do we have many obligations in our life. If you get married, then again you have an obligation of wife, husband. Then if you get children, you have you are obliged to serve your children's. So like in this way, we have many obligations. These are all called runanubandhas, temporary connections of the past relationships. One day, we cannot say, up to the time of death, even after death of the relatives or yours, we have a runanubandha, we have past life connections. We have responsibilities, roles and responsibilities to be performed. But here, Krishna says, if somebody surrenders to Krishna, Devarshi Bhutatma Rinam Pitrunam. We have many runas. We have a runa, means we have taken a loan. Yes, just like we have taken a loan for a car, house. Every month, every year, we have to pay our EMI. Similarly, we have taken a birth from our parents, so we have a runa for them. We have a loan for them. We have to pay back. Devarshi, not just parents. Devi Devatas, we have obliged to Devi Devatas. Every day we are drinking water. Every day we are taking air. We are obliged to Vayu Deva. We are obliged to Varuna. We are taking sun bath every day. I mean, Surya Rashmi, sunrise. Because of him only we are keeping some good health. So we are obliged to sun, we are obliged to moon, we are obliged to this earth. Deva. Rishi, they have given, the Rishi Sampradaya, what our ancestors, all our ancestors, all these Gotras are connected to Rishis. So our ancestors, we are connected to them, we are obliged to them to serve. Devarshi, Bhutatma, many living beings, birds, animals, we are obliged to them. You may not be aware of it, we are obliged to it. Yes. Devarshi Bhutatma Rinam Pitrunam. Parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, even society. If you are living happily in a society, means you are obliged to police department, you are obliged to your apartments in charge, you are obliged to cleaning staff, you are obliged to many security in charge, securities, lift man. We are obliged to many people in the society. Milkman, paper boy, etc. We are obliged. They are serving, they are rendering service. All the government employees. Devarshi Bhutatma Rinam Pitrunam. Na kinkaro nayam rinicha rajan. No matter how many years, how many months, how many lifetimes you serve them, we're still bounded by the obligations. But Gato Mukundam Parihritya Kartum. If once we have surrendered to Mukunda, once we become transcendental conscious, everything for Krishna, nothing for me. When we become that conscious, whatever Krishna says, I will do it. I'm ready to do it. Like Gopis, Vasudeva, Yudhishthira Maharaj afterwards. Here Arjuna, whatever Krishna says, I will ready to do it. Gato Mukundam Parihritya Katyam. If you surrender to Krishna, whatever Krishna says, I will do it. Then, na kinkaro nayam rinicha rajan. Then there are no obligations. We go beyond obligations. We go beyond varna, ashrama, dharma. Once we surrender to Krishna, we become transcendental. Our activities, our thought, our mentality, our attitude towards Krishna, everything becomes transcendental to the society. Yes. All the obligations. We can cross beyond the obligations once we surrender to Mukunda. Gato Mukundam Parihritya Kartyam. Na kinkaro nayam rinicha rajan. Rajan. So, that's how we can go beyond all the material obligations. But up to the time we surrender to Krishna, up to the time we cultivate this consciousness, Krishna consciousness fully in our heart, in our life, up to the time we have our obligations. We must do our obligations. We must follow our roles and responsibility in the country, in our family. Immaturely, again, we should consider this, understand this. Immaturely, we should not conclude ourselves, yes, now I am pure devotee. I am not obliged to anything. We should not do immaturely. Under the proper guidance of spiritual master, we should practice Krishna consciousness. Then, if Guru says, if spiritual master says, no, you take, you get married, we are ready to marry. If Guru says, you go, become sannyas, we are ready to become sannyas. Oh, you go and start a center here in this country, Australia, go, start a center in Australia. You go to Pakistan, preach, yes, ready. Like that, when spiritual master orders, then we should follow it. Under the guidance of spiritual master, we understand how much progress I have done in Krishna consciousness. How much consciousness got shifted, transported, yes. Then we go beyond the material obligations. But this is a principle. As soon as we surrender to Krishna fully, then completely we go beyond the obligations. So we have one particular acharya in this regard. Generally, Brahmanas are supposed to do Sandhya Vandan, Gayatri. I will end with this shloka. Here is a Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri path. He is not at all obliged for any material obligations. Yes. Wonderfully, actually he says, I pay obeisances to Sandhya Vandan. Sorry, I cannot do any Sandhya Vandan today. I cannot do any Sandhya Vandan. I cannot do any charity. I am not obliged to do any yajna. Why? Because my whole consciousness is under the lotus feet of Krishna. So there is, he is beyond all the obligations of the material life. Yes. If somebody becomes Krishna consciousness fully like that, then we can go beyond these material obligations. Otherwise, that also should be under the guidance of spiritual master. That's why Krishna is encouraging Arjuna, at least work for results. If not for results, if you one step ahead, work as a duty. But immaturely we cannot think that, oh, I am above the obligations, I don't need to fight, I am not responsible for the citizens. We cannot say that. So Arjuna, you should fight, at least as a duty you should fight. Even somebody goes beyond obligations, somebody surrenders to Krishna, whatever Krishna says he has to do it. So Arjuna once he surrenders to Krishna, he must follow the instructions of Krishna. Krishna is telling him to fight, yes, fight. So when we surrender to Krishna, we are ready to do anything for Krishna. Anything for Krishna, everything for Krishna, nothing for me. That is a consciousness. That is called transcendental consciousness, spiritual consciousness, Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Yes, devotees, anybody has any questions, comments, what we discussed today? We can take up some.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Mriganga Prabhu.
Prabhu, I remember, I do not know the whole pastime, but I remember the pastime of Vitthal Dev. So something I remember that he has great devotion to his parents, father and mother. So how he can relate it? If you can tell him short.
Okay. So in short, so that devotee, he was serving his parents, but he was a nice devotee. So he prayed Krishna, Vittala, 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 Vittala. Then Vittala came to meet him. Hare, you called for me. You are busy in serving your parents. I'm waiting here. Come. Then this devotee, he said, wait for some time. I'm serving my parents. After serving my parents, I will come to you. Hare, how can I stand? When a guest comes, at least you should give some respects, right? You should give some respect. Then this devotee, he has given to eat ka pattar, He has given, just stand on this for some time, wait. I don't have anything right now, but just please stand on this as a guest, reception, guest reception. So yes, Vittalji accepted and stood on the eat. Still now in the Vittal Pandharipur, he is standing on the Vittal, on eat. So he's serving his parents. The point is, mother, father, guru, and deva. So we can serve parents when they are dedicated servants of Krishna, when they are pure devotees of Krishna. If mother, no, it is said in Telugu also, Talli, Tandri, Guru, Daivam. It is said, it's Telugu language, no, mother tongue. It is said, you should follow your mother, you should serve your mother up to the time she follows the husband, means your father. You can follow your mother and father up to the time your mother, father, they follow the guru, authorized spiritual master. You can follow and serve mother, father, guru up to the time they speak, they are in line with Shastra and Krishna. If they are going against it, then we don't have any obligation. Yes. So devotees, they surrender to Krishna to serve their parents in a more better way. This is another way, this is another answer. This is another response of mine, Mriganka Prabhu. So we surrender to Krishna so that we can serve our parents eternally. I mean, we can make them liberated from birth and death. We can help them eternally. Once we surrender to Krishna, we can make them, we can help them also in becoming transcendental to these three gunas: birth, death, old age, disease, problems. And they become more happy. I'm able to see in my parents' life. Initially they had some problem, but now they are able to see my other brothers' family life. So, yeah, that is a way we can serve our parents in a more better way. Yes, Prabhu? Clear?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We can take one more question if anybody has, otherwise we can end here. Thank you very much. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Is it considered to be the truth like Prabhuji? Ashraddha Mahatara Unjaraha.
Can you repeat again? Can you consider it as?
Truth or lie? You said it is lie. The Dharmaraj said lie.
Yeah, that's good. Good question. Good question.
He said it is.
There are in the numbers also, in the numbers, there are some positive numbers and negative numbers. After 0, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. Before 0, it is -1, -2, -3. In the scale, it is there, right? Numbers scale. But there are some absolute numbers. These absolute numbers are not affected by any positivity or negativity. Whatever you multiply or divided by with these absolute numbers, then the result will be absolute. Am I correct? In the number system, in the mathematics, the basic mathematics. Similarly, Krishna and Krishna devotees are transcendental. They are absolute reality, absolute truth. This absolute truth is never affected by relative truth of this world. So, here in this relative world, we have a dvandva, always dvandva: good, bad, black, white, day, night, correct, wrong, pass, fail, loss, profit. Just like you said, truth, false. But this is just a relative truth. Relative truth. If it is said in the material world, even a thief, when he gives the logic, when he gives the arguments, when he gives the reason, there is some part of the truth lies even in the thieves. Thief lies. Nobody can say absolute lies. It is only Krishna who can say absolute lies. It is only Krishna who can say absolute truth. So whatever Krishna has done, it is absolute truth. Whatever devotees has done for Krishna, following the order of Krishna, it is also absolute. So what Yudhishthira said, it was not a lie, neither it is a truth. It is completely absolute, which is beyond the relative truths of this world. Hope you got it, Saidandar Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. But just because he disagreed initially, he was hesitating to follow Krishna's order. It is said that he happened to experience for a few minutes the hell. Anyway, Mahabharata this comes. So I thank all of you devotees. We'll end here. If there are any more questions, we can discuss personally. 2 questions are okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, devotees. We'll end here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.